everyone. Did y'all hear what the Pima County Sheriff Department did? Scandalous! Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Ramona. Yep, getting my cats together. You know I got to get them together. Hey, Karen. Hey, Rodinia. Hey, Mary. Yes. That was scandalous. Some lady, okay, named Nancy Rodakovich. She was 82 years old, right over there, not too far from Nancy Guthrie. Went missing yesterday. Okay. She was missing for about 4 hours. Okay. She went missing, it was in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They found her around 8 something in the evening. Okay. They don't say if she was lost, okay, or how she was found. They do say she was found, okay, and she was okay. 82 years old. Her name was Nancy too. So they posted, well, I don't know. I didn't even click on it. Was it clickbait? They posted some clickbait talking about missing Nancy, and then they put found. They didn't put the last name, okay? Did y'all see that? Scandalous! And so people is getting on them about being scandalous, okay? Being scandalous. And it's funny because I already was going to come in because I wanted to use some what's the vibe cards, okay, on the sheriff department to see what's the vibe in them, okay, lately. And this comes up, I read, I'm like, that is so scandalous. So they got on their case about it. And accused of using her as clickbait for Nancy Guthrie. So I didn't click. I just saw, I don't even know what I was looking at for that to come up, but it came up. Oh, I know what it came up. It came up in this Google feed that I get that is probably tracking what I watch, and I watch Nancy Guthrie, so it came up about the Nancy Guthrie case and how they were upset with Pima County Sheriff using her for clickbait. Yeah, ain't it though, girl? Okay, total it show. So, what can you tell us? What's the vibe with the Pima County Sheriff's Department? What is the vibe? And okay, we're gonna go in that right after I do this. What's the vibe with the Pima County Sheriff's Department? What is going on? Okay, these attention seekers, they too old for that. All of them. Honey, yes. What do you want us to know? What's the vibe with the Pima County Sheriff's Department? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. See what we get here. Okay, sipping, rumors, gossip. Okay, that's all that is. They want to be all up in the sauce, like Biggie. Okay. Waves, okay, trying to kick up waves, okay. What this says, emotions, worry, and fear. Daydreaming, they ain't got nothing else to do. Look at this, daydreaming, head in the clouds. They ain't doing nothing else. That's the problem. They need to be opening cold cases. Nightlife, striptease, gambling. Okay? Puzzled, confused, and perplexed because they're not getting any info. Uh-huh. Yes, they not getting no info either. And they're a bunch of egotistical narcissists. How about that? Okay? Allegedly. For your entertainment purposes only, okay? My interpretations and the cards. Epiphany, self-reflection. Uh-huh. Answered questions, untapped talents, whatever you want to call it, okay? Trying to get some attention. Dead relationships, dead cases, they back to their old ways. Girl, you better get out. Girl, Keisha, look at this food. Look at this. Get off my girl. Get in there. Sheesh. Come in here making all that noise. You lost your man. Yep. Because they drowning. They want to know what the other people know because they know that they in over their heads. Mm-hmm. Trying to see what they found out. Mm-hmm. Established, settled. It says secure, but I think they feeling a little insecure. Mm-hmm. And the consequences for their bad choices and the games that they've played, okay? And the mixed signals, there will be consequences, okay? They overstep their boundaries. Yes. That masculine, egotistical energy, that testosterone, or testosterone, okay? But when it's all said and done, we're still feeling hopeful, still feeling inspired, okay, and optimistic. And it will be a success. You just watch. Just wait and see. Oh, Keisha, girl. Oh, my God. Okay, see. That's what it is. Let me put her little ass outside, okay? Girl, get out of here. Go on. Go, get out. Sheesh. You take your sister with you. Girl. Just don't, oh, sheesh, I hit the table. Make no sense. Okay. So, oh, you like this? Temu. Okay. In the dress, Temu. You didn't miss anything. I just came on. Uh-huh. So now, this is what I wanted to say, okay? I had hidden figures. I didn't know what other word to put right now, okay? But check this out. Now we done threw the whole family and their bloodline under the bus. Let's look at what they're not saying, okay? That's the key because you notice that they haven't said anything about if they found anything in Annie and Tommaso's car. They did all that searching, took it all apart and everything, okay? But they didn't say if they found anything. Do they have Nancy Guthrie's car? Has her car been returned? I don't know if their car been returned, okay? Didn't say anything about that. Didn't say if they found anything in the not the Tesla, but the in that other car. The first one, as a matter of fact, that they put on the chopping block. Okay. They're not saying anything about the, and I'm talking about the FBI. Okay. What are they getting when that test you take for telling the truth or not? That test, okay? They didn't say anything about it, just the sheriff department, okay? And hey, Sin, The lie detector test. They haven't said anything about the lie detector test. Okay. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cameron was driving her car. Was he driving her car? He might have been. I'm pretty sure she told them, okay, um, here's the thing about this. If they have something, and if Savannah doesn't, if Savannah knows, okay, and they probably, maybe they all know, well, maybe not Annie and Tommaso. However, I'm pretty sure they were told to keep quiet about it because they need more evidence. Okay, they don't have any sound proof so far on these guys. Okay, so time is of the essence. In the FBI, honey, they will wait years. They will wait years, honey. Okay, so what else did they say? They didn't mention anything about what they did find in the house. Okay, they didn't really. Okay, the hairs. To me, the hairs don't count. The hairs don't count for the simple fact that they had already found them, already sent them out to the lab, and the lab sent it back. I don't know why it took so long for them to send it back. I don't know how it works. Okay, but they sent it back because they sent it somewhere else to the FBI who could analyze it. So they're not saying anything. And to me, it's the hair. If you don't have, and then if you do get some unidentified DNA out of it, okay, you have to match it to somebody. So there's another waiting game. Okay, see what I'm saying? Unless they're in the system, and you can get and it's a partial DNA. Well, they said Cam was driving the car in the comments. I'm asking did they get the car back. I haven't heard anything about Nancy's car. And then they said that the FBI, oh, I got the wrong stack. They said that the FBI, okay, or was it the sheriff, went back to the neighborhood. Okay, I don't know how many times it's been mentioned that they went back to the neighborhood, looking around, because you know YouTube is already out there. Okay, but I'm like thinking yesterday, you know what? Talking about looking under some flower pots and I don't know if they had evidence bags or what, but if that is the case, somebody's talking. Somebody's talking. Hey, oh, great go. We just got started. No, not him and Annie. I'm talking about the police. Oh, okay, so they already returned her car. He probably drove off with the car. I don't know if he drove back to Montana in it. Okay, Vermont. Excuse me, Vermont in it. Okay, but yeah. So I'm gonna ask. Had to greet the mayhem, and mayhem it is. Okay, let's see. Are okay. We'll ask for the FBI. Okay, and what I also wanted to say is they're not telling the sheriff department. Okay, if they're not telling the sheriff department, they probably have our suspect. Let's ask the cards. Okay, we got questions. We have questions. Okay, I'm talking to the cards. Does Was there a police officer? Was there someone from the police force involved in Nancy Guthrie's abduction? Okay, whether it be a deputy, a detective. Okay, was somebody that was in the police department involved in Nancy Guthrie abduction? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay. Oh, by the way, I am using, what am I using? Well, it just says original tarot deck. Okay. And it comes with a guidebook that has pictures. They're pictures. Isn't that cute? Okay. They got the little pictures in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, was there someone either in or retired from law enforcement involved in Nancy Guthrie's abduction? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? We're looking for that masculine energy. We may get feminine, but we're looking for that masculine energy, people. Let's see. Word on the curve, okay. Was any form of law enforcement involved in the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Oh, sheesh. Is that no or is that yes? Ooh, let's read the book. They do have a book. Let me see what number is this. 8. Oh no, 13. Ooh. Okay, the key words in the death card is endings, transformation, end of a phase, start of a new phase. Okay, in reverse, this is reverse. The death, reverse, suggests that you are refusing to accept an ending. You fall prey to worry, fear, and confusion, resisting your own transformation. Remember that you cannot control anything about this ending except for the amount that you grow from it and the beauty you make from your pain. Now that just sounds like they just put anything in there, okay? But anyway, we got the death card in reverse. That is an ending, okay? There is no beginning. This right here is the 7 of Cups, okay? And it's in reverse. Now, the 7 of Cups is smoke and mirrors, okay? And to me, when it's in reverse, okay, I see some type of clarity. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So clearly, they're not working on it. Okay. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. He's checking out, he's looking at his choices he's got. Okay. Looking what kind of action. Oh. Oh. You know what this means? This is another, it just came to my head. Okay. Retired. 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 But this is clarity. It's also choices. Let's see what it says about the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so they're basically saying that this card means the same, pretty much the same thing as it means upright. Smoke and mirrors, fantasy, okay? But I think when it is in reverse, it's putting more emphasis on it. Okay? It's putting more emphasis. Okay. Ooh, retired, delusional. Knight of Wands, okay? There we go. Knight of Wands coming in. Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. These are two messengers. One is on foot and one is on a horse. Okay. So the one that's on the horse is going to deliver faster news than the one that's on foot. Okay. So this Knight of Wands, okay, and Wands is action, creative action, okay, is charging, ooh, child, let's see. Okay. It really doesn't say too much different than the Page of Wands, creativity, enthusiasm. But this one right here is more courage. Okay, well, yeah, he's on a horse and he's not able to move on. So there's some delays. He's got the Six of Swords in reverse. I'm kind of thinking of the swords, okay? That's what's got me stuck here is the swords, okay? So some type of delay in communications. Mm, and judgment. So this right here is judgment, okay? Self-reflection. This guy doesn't seem to have I don't know if he drinks too much. We have the 10 of cups, the 9 of cups in reverse. That's abundance, okay? But that's usually overindulgence. And disappointment, unfulfilled, and the world. Now, the world is complete. So maybe he was sent out there to end Miss Nancy. Maybe that was the plan here. He looking at his stick, look figuring out what he gonna do, okay, or how he gonna do it, and the world. Oh, and we have conflict right here. Choosing your battles wisely. Now, the Five of Swords. It could be it could be conflict through communications, which would be arguing, arguing. Yeah. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse talks about jealousy and dishonesty. Oh, oh, wow. Manipulation, jealousy. Ooh. And the five of Pentacles in reverse, depending on how you look at it, okay? The Five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. In reverse, it could mean recovery, okay? Or it could be, what do they say, financial loss. Uh, um, it can still represent loss. Let me see, what does this say on the Five of Pentacles in reverse? This talks about poverty, being poor, okay? Uh, uh, and regret, okay? It could also mean recovery from being left out in the cold, okay? So it depends on what hits you. And what's hitting me is recovery is what really hit me. Okay, and the Ace of Wands is action, okay? So maybe there was some recovery of being left out in the cold by taking some kind of action, okay? And then impatiently, temperance in reverse. Temperance has to do with, and it could be drinking, overindulgence, okay? Temperance is self-control, balance. When it's in reverse, you have lost control of yourself, whether it be falling back into the same old routine of drugs and alcohol, or being a criminal, or not controlling your temper. It could be any of those. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Ooh. See, when you get all these cups in reverse, okay, that's more like a drug and alcohol abuse. It really is. When you get a lot of cups in reverse, okay, and it can also represent anger. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, what I'm thinking. These cups being in reverse, we got Temperance in reverse. There's cups right there. We got the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the nine and the Knight. Okay, sometimes the Knight sounds like nine, and vice versa. But we have these cups in reverse. And sometimes in dealing with temperance, okay, it could be like somebody who drinks them angry drunks. Them angry drunks, them ones who shouldn't be drinking or drink and they get angry or violent or whatever. That's what kind of comes to mind here. The High Priestess is in reverse. She's holds secrets, but she's in reverse, so she's letting them out. Okay? She's letting them out. Now, this is going here with the Queen of Wands. I don't know if the Queen of Wands is going to let out the secrets, or if someone's going to let out the secrets on the Queen of Wands. But she's surrounded in secrets. She's involved some way. And we got the plans. There were some plans. Didn't I tell you? Plans. And the Knight of Pentacles. Now, his horse is standing still, okay? So it's like he's presenting an offer. Oh, he was paid. Oh, he was paid. He was paid to pull this event off, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. Shut up. Miss Nancy talking now. So this planned event of Miss Nancy's demise, allegedly, what was please and thank you? And the Moon. Okay. So Miss Nancy has some secrets that are hidden. She wants them to come out. She wants to tell, but she's hiding. Allegedly, not Miss Nancy. What's her daughter's name? Annie. Annie. Okay. I'm not seeing the person, so let's ask. Okay. Let's ask. Don't forget to thumbs up, honey, okay? Because we own to something here. Okay, so somebody was paid to do this, allegedly. Okay. Who was paid? Who got paid? Y'all want to know? Because I do. Who did they pay to abduct Miss Nancy Guthrie? Who was paid to abduct Miss Nancy Guthrie? Somebody was paid. That's what you're telling us. Who was paid to abduct Miss Nancy? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? Thank you for your answer. Who was paid to abduct Miss Nancy? This could represent the Four of Wands in reverse. Conflict, instability, okay? It also represents home. some kind of event. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to. Okay, where did I get the queen? Okay, so we're doing the four. I don't know where I got the queen. The four of wands. It's saying in this card, the four of wands is the same upright as it is reversed. Okay, so that relates to home, family, house, event. It was a family affair, is what it's saying. It was a family plan. They was on the family plan. Knight of Pentacles. He's presenting some money. He's present some money to who? And the offer was accepted. Do you know? Oh, this card right here is refusing an offer or not liking what is being offered. Okay, being hard-headed, being spoiled, whatever. But in reverse, there's acceptance. Ooh. That's how I'm reading it. That's why I'm explaining to you guys, okay? So it looks like there was an offer that was accepted. Oh, and this right here, okay, this came up in the previous read, okay. This looks like, to me, is there was an offer accepted, okay, but they were not able to move on. The Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so they, for some reason, whether it was an obstacle, something stopped them from moving on. The Page of Wands. A message. Okay. So it may have been, okay, the curiosity of the people to dwell further into this case delayed this movement. Let's see. Oh, they was fighting. They were fighting. Okay, let me look at my cards. Okay, why were they fighting? What was the fighting about? I wonder, was the fighting over money? Let me see. What can I use to clarify this? Okay. No, that's who is it? Okay. Sleepwalker. Okay. Can you clarify? Just want to see what the cards are going to say. Can you clarify this conflict, this Five of Wands card, the conflict? What was the conflict over? There was conflict. There was fighting. What was it about? Okay. Can you tell us, okay, three cards, what the fighting was about? Can you clarify in this read the Five of Wands? Okay. Oof. Can you clarify the Five of Wands in this read? Nine of Pentacles. Six of Swords upright. And the Queen of Wands. So I think they didn't get paid. Or they were fighting over money so they could move on. And the Queen of Wands comes up in here. Okay. So there was probably some fighting in regards to money. The Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is the institution. Can you clarify the Hierophant in this read? Can you clarify the Hierophant? 3 cards. Clarify this Hierophant for us. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Queen of Cups. Page of Wands. And the and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. It talks about an offer. And here's an offer. Okay. Can you tell us who is the Hierophant? Who is the Hierophant in this read? Who is the Hierophant? Who is the Hierophant in this read? I'm not even going to cut. Let's just get cut to the chase. Who is the Hierophant in this read? Oh, no, I should cut. Said I should. Okay. In this read, who is the Hierophant? So there we go with the Cups. Ooh. There we go with the fighting. And we have strength. That's not telling me who it is. I have a feeling of who it is. Okay. So we're allegedly, okay, they were fighting in the office. We'll leave it that way. Fighting in the office. Okay, there was fighting. Apparently something had to do with payment. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Conflict, arguing, okay, about the offer. Okay, so there was some back and forth about this offer. How about that? There was some back and forth about the payment and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. So it's like the Queen of Wands, okay, they were not able to move on because the Queen of Wands was shady, not being, was manipulating the High Priestess, okay? There she go in reverse, spilling secrets. Okay. And the decision made. So they came to an agreement. And the strength card, okay, we're going to say the office was weak. So I guess they took the offer. Yes, they did. They didn't have no money. They needed money. So now they're waiting. Okay, so they're waiting. They have plans, okay, but they're waiting. They're waiting to recover their fortune. We have judgment. And sleepless nights. So and the hangman in reverse. So this is like a missed opportunity, and they're having nightmares over this missed opportunity because judgment has come in to haunt them. Okay, they are being haunted. Their conscience is bothering them. The lovers and the King of Cups in reverse. There we go. There go the police. There go the police. And the Ace of Cups. There go the other police, the King of Swords. And the guilty conscience is over the King of Swords, okay? Because the King of Swords knows something. He knows something. And he's hiding it. Okay? And it don't look like he planned on telling it. or it's telling me that he knows something about the death. And he's hiding it. So it looks like that there is more than one person in this department, okay? And one is upside down. We'll say he's the culprit, okay? But this right here, this King of Swords, large and in charge, okay? And he's holding the sword of truth and the sword of knowledge. He knows something, okay? And he's having nightmares because he knows something and try to get away with it. So in other words, okay, what this is telling me, if this is the case, this is my interpretation, everything's alleged for your entertainment, okay, is that he's having a guilty conscience because he knows, because he has probably done something to manipulate this situation, this case, okay? He may have been the one who hooked him up to, who hooked up the King of Cups, okay? He may have been, he may have gotten paid too. He may have something to do with the information, hiding the information, okay? Concealing information, messing with the information, okay? So, to put it in, because this right here is endings and beginnings, but this right here is end. There is no beginnings. To put it in to Miss Nancy, or, okay, to put it in, he's not telling. Because he's dirty too, so to speak, allegedly, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Interesting, okay? So he may, somebody in there, it's all alleged, okay? Everybody's speculating, why not us, okay? That's what the cards are saying, and that is my intuition. Who's Chatty Patty? Chatty Patty is the Page of Swords. We call her Chatty Patty because she likes to talk. She's the communication. Swords are communication. And when she's upside down, okay, she will tell all your dirty laundry, honey, okay? And she may get creative and make up lies and rumors. Who knows? It depends on what you're reading and what comes to you. She's also known as the spy in the camp, Chatty Patty, Page of Swords. Yeah, they put their foot forward and twisted their ankle, fell down the stairs, okay, and still trying to get their money. Hi, Dottie. Okay. So, with that said, okay, do the police, the FBI, does the FBI have evidence in the Nancy Guthrie disappearance? Nancy Guthrie, does the FBI have evidence? They're not telling us. They don't have to tell us, but do they have? Now, we are looking at pinnacles, okay? Pinnacles is also evidence, okay? It could be money too. It's things, actually, okay? Okay, you got it. Okay, Sin. Okay, so does the FBI have evidence in the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, abduction, kidnapping? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Let's see. The FBI. The FBI. King of Wands. King of Wands can also be the police. Let's see. King of Wands. Leadership, self-confidence, okay? Success. That's the energy. Okay? There's conflict. There's conflict. Now, this is the FBI, y'all. There's conflict. The Five of Cups in reverse. Now, the Five of Cups in let me see what this book says. In reverse. Well, I'm not getting too much of there. Five of Cups. Recovery. Letting go and contentment. Okay. This could mean they have recovered some evidence, or it could mean that they are recovering from the conflict that's been going on. And like the wounded soldier, they still standing. Okay. They still standing. The Lovers. Okay. So I think they're back on track. They're back in agreement, okay? And resting, slowing down. Okay. Let's see. The Lovers is number 6. Okay, this also can represent choices, harmony, and cooperation. Yep. Okay. So that lets me know I'm on the right track. Cooperation, like I said, they back on track because they was fighting. They recovered. Okay. Back on track. Okay, but now we got the Four of Swords here. This also talks about recovery. Okay. It talks about solitude. So I think they are working amongst themselves / in that department, and we have to avoid conflict with the 7 of nope. They may have some type of defenseless. They're feeling defenseless in the conflict. Let's see. 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So it talks about being tired. Okay. Okay. They were tired of fighting. There we go. Just came to me. They were tired of fighting. Okay. Yeah. So they put an end to it. They had to put an end to it. It's over. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. The Knight of Cups. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the King of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Deceit, jealousy, and disappointment. So they saw that. They saw it. They recognized. That was hidden. Okay. They recognized the hidden. Okay. Okay. And the offer. This is the Page. So I think that this right here, because he's on foot, so it's slow. Okay. I think that it was slowly coming into focus. Okay. Let's keep going. Slowly coming into focus. The hangman. Not seeing it in another perspective. Missed opportunities. Missed opportunities. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. So we have some clarity here, some truth. It's telling me a story here. And the story it's telling me is like in the past, they're talking about the conflict. They're tired of fighting, okay? And they are still standing, okay? And they recovered. They're recovering, okay? And at that time, in that process, they recognize, they see what's going on in this department here. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, hold on. Let me go with the vibe. Okay, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So they see that stinky offer. Ooh, child. A stanky fish in the cup. They see the immaturity. Okay, this is emotional immaturity. Okay, now you remember that there's a lot of young people in that sheriff's office, and I believe they saw that. Uh huh. They saw that. Okay. So they made some choices, I believe, of their own. Uh huh. Yeah. And some information coming in. Yep. Came in quickly, too, about the plan. They're waiting, too, for the evidence to come back. See, they got a little piece right here, but they got all this right here in the play they waiting on. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's the evidence. Ooh, the evidence from the house. This also represents the house. So the evidence, okay, they waiting on it. Oh, here we go. We're getting pinnacles, y'all. Okay, that's right. Thumbs it up. Your cheeks are going to fall off. Right, they know it. Okay, you feel me. You feel me. See, you feel me. The vibes coming through the screen. Isn't this? This reminds me of passionate perseverance. Okay, and you should do that. Okay, and this, then you see her hand and the food. Okay, new beginnings. New beginnings. And new offers. Maybe also, like I said, evidence. Or like the page, okay, looking at his next move, they may be looking, seeing the offer, okay, that was made. I'm telling you, they know more than they saying. They sure do. The Hierophant, oh, Sookie now. Information coming through about the offer to the police, to the popo. He got his hands up, his two fingers, like, wait a minute now. Because the information is over your head. And the Queen of Cups. Oh. Now, Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands in reverse is my Annie card. Okay, because this is someone who's emotional. Okay, um, 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 okay, we're gonna clear it up. Intuition, they suspect. Okay, that click. Intuition, they have, they suspect. So they ooh, and they waiting, and the devil's right there. Okay, in the details. Chained to the devil. There go two of the pentacles in reverse. Uh-huh. And the money. Where the money's going. And the Empress. So there is some feminine energy coming out. She could be the new sheriff in town after Nanos. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Well, she said she don't know if she's gonna take the offer. Okay. And the lack of teamwork. Okay, so they have some evidence, but they don't have a lot of evidence like I was hoping for the Nine of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, but they got something, and they suspect, just like we do. Okay, how long has this been going on? Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. And I appreciate that, Sin, too. And I do get your videos and I look at them, okay? And a lot of them I've already seen, but that's okay. That's okay. Some of them I don't, they don't, you can't click on them for some reason, okay? Maybe the link or maybe, because sometimes, now it will tell me that though. But anyway, that's right. Whatever that is. What is that? Is someone in custody for the ransom note? No, not yet, Victoria. Oh, firecrackers up their butts if they don't watch it. But this is interesting, huh? Mm. Okay, let's ask about, do the FBI know who wrote the ransom notes? Since Victoria done started some mess. We want that smoke. So let me stop. Okay, all the neighbors can hear me. Oh, child. And there she goes. She must be doing something in there again. Okay. Yeah, it does. It's interesting how these cards work because I be seeing other people doing it too. And sometimes you could get like a blush. You blush because you're getting a little too much information. All right. You're like, ooh, oh my. It really be like that. Okay. So let us ask, okay, does the FBI know who's behind the ransom notes? What can you tell us? Do you Does the FBI know, have a suspect behind the ransom notes demanding money in regards to Nancy Guthrie case. Her investigation. Does the FBI know who's behind the ransom notes? Do they suspect someone being behind these ransom notes, asking for bitcoins in regards to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Ransom notes. Bitcoin demand. At the bottom of the reading, Queen of Swords. There's the truth. There's clarity. There's an idea. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay. It's that feminine intuition. There go the FBI. Okay. Still standing. Okay, they tired, but we still standing. All my life, I've had to fight, and we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in with the evidence. There's the offer. So I would take it that this is someone young, in his 20s, 30s, okay? And look, the food. Now, this battle weary could be toward the Knight of Pentacles, okay, who's determined. He's being foolish in his determination on these bitcoins. Oh, he said he want one Bitcoin. Now he want a half a Bitcoin. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups comes to make a offer, okay, but he's in reverse, so you can't trust it. Okay, because he's coming with a cup of disappointment and deceit. Okay? Okay. Okay. I see it. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're going to have to reverse this, y'all. This is what I think, okay? It just came to me. It's the FBI, like I said, battle weary, okay? Making an offer, whatever that offer is, okay, to a new beginning, information or whatever, to this guy here who's being deceitful. He don't know shit. I meant nothing. Allegedly. Allegedly. He don't know sugar, honey, iced tea. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he want to put it in that cup. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. So they might be thinking about taking a chance. Let's see the food. New beginnings, innocence, opportunity, and a leap of faith. Okay, shut the door. They are taking a leap of faith. It's hidden. It's hidden in the darkness. They're not going to let us know about it. They sure ain't going to let the sheriff department know. Okay. Ah. And they're not going to be able to move forward. Not right now. There's a delay. Okay. And there might be delay because, like I said, this is not, this is deceitful. This is deceitful. And they're both taking a chance. They're both taking a leap of faith, so to speak. Okay, but this one is upright, and this one is reverse. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, oh, we have recovery. Oh, don't tell me that's regret. The Eight of Cups in reverse, regret, regret. Well, I just summed up what I just said. Okay, then the card comes out regret. So we know this is a fake offer. Okay, and they looking for his. Oh, they looking. Okay. Oh no, it's going down. Okay, this is the ransom note. Okay, recovery. They trying to find him. And then we have the Ten of Cups. The family is not happy about it. Nobody's happy about it. Okay, he's hidden in the darkness. So now we out of balance with the money. Okay. The Empress. Here comes that divine feminine. Okay. And the regret is hanging over her head. Strength in reverse. Okay. So the ability to find him is weak. Okay. And the Queen of Wands. There we go. In reverse. Is having sleepless nights. Nightmares, okay? Emotional. Here we go. Working or retired. Or not working, excuse me. Retired or not really working on it. Okay, what we have here? We have the Knight of Wands coming in here. The Knight of Wands. Let's see what he's about. Okay, so we got somebody, okay, coming in, taking action. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Recovery. And the conflict. Hold on, let me see. There's something. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can read into this. Um, so it looks like, unbeknownst to us, there was an offer made, okay, or maybe some money exchanged to this ransom person. That might have why sent them going back to Nancy Guthrie's house to look whatever in the yard under a flower pot. okay, and it didn't pan out. And they are on their happy way with their money. Okay, that's what it looks like. Contentment. Okay, they deceived. They didn't know. Okay, for now. Okay, so now there's conflict. Let's take another line. Hey, Lisa. I'm doing fine. Uh huh. But they may have paid that Bitcoin unbeknownst to us. See what I'm saying? Okay. And he gave them some BS. Okay. They went and investigated and they found that's just like a serial killer. These killers, when they take him out there to search for the body and they realize that he's just getting his kicks. And they just, when they realize he's just getting his kicks, okay, they just like F it and just shut it down and take his butt back to prison. Okay. We have recovery. Being left out in the cold, poor, okay. So we have some type of recovery, okay, money. And the tower, they were hit. They were hit, but they got a little hit. It's a tower moment, but it's not a big catastrophe, okay. But they got hit. The Hierophant, that might represent the FBI, and the Clarity. So they realized they got gooped. And the Magician, yep, in reverse. Okay? That's what I'm coming up with, okay? Allegedly, my interpretation, okay, that they have probably paid some of that Bitcoin, okay. Maybe they offered less, okay. They offered less. And I'm pretty sure whatever they offered, that ransom note they took. Let's see. Will we get another ransom note? Let's see. That was interesting. Thank you for recommending that, Victoria. We gained some knowledge. Okay, so now we want to know, are they going to request some more ransom? Okay, don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys. I'd appreciate it. Okay, however, they didn't get their money. They evidence. Will they get another request for ransom? Will another ransom note be sent requesting money in the Nancy Guthrie disappearance investigation? Will there be more ransom? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Will they send another ransom note? Let's see. Chatty Patty. Chatty Patty says, yes, they will. Communications. Let's see what it says. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. That is telling me that, I don't know. Let me keep going. Oh, King Money. Kitty Money. Look, King Money. He holding the bag. He holding the bag. So this is definitely lost. Okay. Oh, let me see. The Hangman. Okay. Missed opportunity. Oh, and the Queen of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles. They go to offer. Another offer. I wonder if it's the King of Pentacles making this request because he's not working. Look like somebody looking for the money or looking for some money with the Hermit. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's King Money and Queen Money right there together. What's up with that? Oh, okay. This, even though this card, the King of Pentacles, represents leadership. Okay, this is a property owner, a business owner, okay, a merchant of some kind, the King of Pentacles, okay. However, he's got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So he is sitting on manipulation, overindulgence, okay, and financial issues. Mm. And there we go. The home, the event plan. And here we go with the recovery on the Queen of Swords. With the Ten of Swords in reverse. But I wonder, is this being looked into? The past finances, the past losses. They're looking into that. And we have the generosity card. Okay. So they're looking into the money. They're following the money. And justice in reverse. Okay. Okay. Mm. and failure. Oh, and the King of Swords. And the Smoke and Mirrors. The Seven of Cups, but it's in reverse. And the FBI. Mm, mm, mm. So it's like the FBI can clearly see that the sheriff, okay, is a failure or has failed the justice system. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Missed opportunities, lies, temperance, overindulgence, okay, out of balance. And the Nine of Pentacles. So the sheriff may retire. He's over the home, okay, wishes fulfilled. And the Chariot, control. And information coming in, and it's coming in quick. That's interesting because I just got a vibe that if they remove that sheriff, okay, if he's crooked, allegedly, okay, that might be a clearance to go ahead. You see what I'm saying? If he's out the way, information may come forth when he's out the way. Good night, Sin. Yes, honey. Okay, catch the rest in the morning, sweetie. Yeah, that just came to me too. That once he's out the way, and the 21st is next week. Matter of fact, wait a minute. The 21st is Monday. He's got till Monday. This weekend, the court is closed. Now, I don't know if he may have already submitted his information, okay? But he has until Monday. Interesting. Well, let's ask if the sheriff will retire. Okay. Well, what's another way to ask it? If the sheriff will retire, if the sheriff will leave his seat. Oh, don't forget to give a thumbs up, you guys. I'd appreciate it. I know some people are on devices, and you may not be able to reach. If you got the remote, you can do the thumbs up. Yeah, you can. Want me to show you? I ain't gonna show you. Oh, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it for the vine. Okay, will the sheriff step down? Will the Pima County Sheriff, Chris Nanos, step down from his seat? What do you want us to know? Will he step down from his seat? Will he retire? Will he get fired? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Sheriff Nanos, will he retire? Will he step down? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Oh, justice in reverse. I don't know how to take that one. Legal delays, dishonesty, injustice, lack of accountability, and corrupt. Let's see. They may give him a chance and he may take it. How about that? Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this talks about financial issues. Okay. Talks about losses. Overindulgence. Overindulgence can also mean overspending, especially when I see the pentacles. Now, if it was cups, I would think drinking. But pentacles, okay, overspending. Six of Pentacles. Talks about being generous. So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So there may be some clarity or some options. And the Chariot. Control. Moving forward on out the door, hopefully. The Chariot. Travel. Okay. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Wishes fulfilled. Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. Maybe he might get a severance package. Do they get those? Let me turn this off because this is putting cold air in my spine. Um, Let me see. Nine of Pentacles. Comfort, security, abundance. And then the Ten of Cups in reverse. Talks about disharmony. He may not like it, okay? And it looks like with the Eight of Cups in reverse, there's going to be regret, or he has regrets that he done lost all that money, okay, and trying to recover it with the Five of Cups in reverse. Letting go. And the Magician in reverse. Yeah, he doesn't have that many tricks up his sleeve, so he might as well move forward. Okay, and there's a disagreement. There's a disagreement over money. The Knight of Swords, okay, in reverse. So The Knight of Swords, impatient, loss of focus, and unpredictable. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the regret because his wishes are not being fulfilled. Okay. He's not getting his way. And the world. So it's going to be over for him. And there goes the Hermit. Okay. They may not get heat. Well, there's some solitude there. There's some time for self reflection. It can also be that he's being looked at. They're watching him. Okay. If you don't get out them curtains, girl, both of y'all, they both outside slamming on the curtains. Okay. Sheesh. And the conflict, the arguing. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. So he may just resign. It's too much. He dropped that load. He's too old for all that fighting. Yeah. So he's going to cancel his plans, whatever that is, okay? Because we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Waiting for one ship to come in, okay? Well, he can stop waiting. Ooh. Lord have mercy. Not the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords over the World card, okay? Oh. I hope he don't try to harm himself. Oh my God. And the Page of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Talks about a new opportunity, but I don't see a new opportunity with the World card and the mini death card. Or maybe a new opportunity for somebody else. And freedom. He's going to be released from the conflict, from being stuck and tied up. I'm telling you something, okay? If a person is going out fighting, kicking, and boo, 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 boo after the mess he's done, he is hiding something and he doesn't want them to find out. Allegedly, this is my opinion, okay? But if I was up to my head like that, okay, um, I would count my losses and go home. Now I don't know what all he did because I got some overspending, broke, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, but something tells me thank you, Kira. Okay, I appreciate it. I know his brother passed. I don't know. There's something up. Okay. It doesn't say. Okay. What I kind of feel is in the beginning, okay, they will give him some kind of leadway or whatever, and there's going to be some back and forth. But I think when it's all said and done, maybe they may find something out about him. I don't know. Something's up. Something's up with this four swords. Okay. But I whatever he's out of here. I don't know how he going. I don't know how he going, but he going. Oh my. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. I gotta go lay down because my side's starting to hurt. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. I'd appreciate it. Okay. They have him on the rebound. Let me see if he before I go. Let me see. Somebody said about him on leave. Okay. Let me see. And we haven't heard anything from him. Is Sheriff Nanos of Pima County, Arizona, on leave? No, he's not on leave. He's just facing significant pressure to resign or be removed from office. Okay? And the thing about it is, okay, that they only going by his past work history. Okay, and they have a recall effort, but it requires 122,000 signatures by July 10th. Okay, I mean, it's obtainable, there's plenty of time. However, it depends on who's working on it. And if you got only one person getting signatures, okay. But I mean, you can post up in front of Walmart and Target and all that, okay? Yeah, I tell you what, go to DD's, honey. They got DD's out there. You get a whole bunch of signatures. And the no confidence vote in his own department, okay, required in call for an investigation. Not to mention his search for Nancy Guthrie. But Nancy Guthrie is last on the list because that's an investigation going on. And of course you're going to be judged, you know what I'm saying? But the other judgments, the no confidence vote is at the top of the list. And then the recall. Okay. And then they have the investigation, and then they have the intense scrutiny on the Nancy Guthrie case. So he's got to bring some answers by Monday. Whether it be in person or it be in writing, he needs some answers, or they want some answers. Okay, so we'll definitely look at that and see how that goes. Okay, Woo. Okay, okay, one more pull about Sheriff Nanos. Can you tell us about Sheriff Nanos and his meeting before the Board of Supervisors on Monday, April 21st? What do you want us to know? Last pull, you guys. What can you tell us about the Board of Supervisors meeting, okay, on the 21st of this month, Monday, to be exact? What's that energy? What's that energy on Chris Nanos and the Board of Supervisors? The High Priestess in reverse. Ooh, Sookie. Okay. Be on the lookout, people. Because the high priest is in reverse. Secrets revealed. Something's coming out, boo-boo. Now, why they get me started? Okay, hold on. Let's see what the cards say. Secrets revealed. Oh, that's the mini death card, okay? That is the Four of Swords, okay? Slowing down, taking a rest, okay? Or death. And he had these two cards come up, okay? Plans have been canceled. And judgment. Ooh, what? Delays. So there's either going to be delays, obstacles, okay, resisting change. Well, yeah, he's not going to agree with the judgment, or maybe the people, the lovers. Okay, so there may be some disagreement in the choices. The Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is karma. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune. Change, good luck, destiny, life cycles, and karma. Failure, judgment. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Letting go, time to heal and move on. But there's going to be conflict. It's going to be a lot of conflict, okay, in the choices. It's going to be some action. And he's going to accept the offer. King of Swords. There you go. There's the sheriff. Failure. Failure is over his head. He's going to accept the offer. Justice in reverse. Ooh. Got judgment and justice in reverse. So they may, dishonesty. There's going to be conflict from the past. So his past is coming back to haunt him, so to speak. Okay. And recovery. Or he may not recover. He may just suffer a loss. That is poor. Five of Pentacles in reverse, regret, poverty, and loneliness. And the Queen of Pentacles. in reverse. Talks about the financial issues. It talks about greed. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Missed opportunities. Greed. Financial loss. And they both facing each other. And the King of Wands. The FBI. They go to FBI. The Knight of Pentacles. So there's a past offer. And the Tower in reverse. Okay, so what was the question again? I didn't forgot the darn question. Now I totally forgot the question. Monday. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I asked about Monday, and they're going to make, yeah, there's an offer and there's going to be a tower moment. Okay. But the tower is in reverse. So when the tower is in reverse, that means that you're going to get hit, but you're not going to get hit that hard. Okay. You just get a fist bump. Okay. Gone, dude. Okay. Gone out of here. So that kind of tells me that he may not go to jail. He may get an offer to, leave. Okay. And they may give him an offer to leave or go to jail or face prosecution. Okay, that's what it is. Leave or face prosecution. So I think that that's what they're going to come up with this board of supervisors. I don't know. And I don't know how quick they're going to come up with it. I don't know if we're going to Monday, that's going to be their decision, or he's got to present his answers to their questions, and I'm pretty sure they have to go over it. So I don't know how much time it's going to take them to go over it and come back with a solution, okay, to the problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I did. Okay, I thought it was very informative, pretty interesting. So we'll see what happens Monday. We don't know if he's going to get an exact so-called verdict or an offer, but they may take it and go into their chambers and discuss it. But nevertheless, okay, I do think that may be the outcome, that he gets an offer to retire, to step down, and just get out the way, pretty much. So with that said, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Most of all, stay blessed. Bye.